Greetings and salutations, mappers, and welcome back to Fate Grand Order Bellum Novae Humentus Archetype Inception Ordeal Call 3. Last time, we learned that this is the year 3099, I believe? Humanity has gone extinct. And we, the last few, well, I guess the last of humanity, the last master of humanity, are now the target of extinction? Extermination? And oh, BB launched our BB Dubai launched our BB into space. So she's just kind of gone now. King Portia is stuck in the office district because that's apparently the only solid piece of ground there is in the whole entire Dubai, all Moon Dubai. And if she steps anywhere else, she'll collapse the ground and fall, probably like a massive crater. Don't know how that works, but sure. We got kicked out of her hotel because, obviously. Astolfo is one of the moon cancers who I don't know what their plan for annihilating humanity is. I think just make us go insane. I think that's the thing. And Hoodle, let's continue on with section 3, the 7 last bosses, which I assume from the title is going to introduce all other 7 moon cancers. Oh, I think Kazura dropped one too, so yeah. Section 3, the 7 last bosses. Are you here to ride a sand ship? Please enter the following settings. Number of passengers 4, autopilot on. Ship rank A, course free. Okay, you're all set. Please use E6 at dock number 4. In accordance with Moon Dubai law, this service is provided free of charge and with 0 liability. If the ship is damaged, please bring it to a repair dock. If you wish to take it home, please follow the onboard guide's instructions. Enjoy your voyage, and on behalf of first generation AIs everywhere, thank you for sailing with us. Whoa, it actually is a ship. Wow, a ship that sails on sand. It sure is. This swaying isn't too different from being out at sea. The sand must be remarkably fine-grained. Our guide also said this ship will automatically put up an electromagnetic barrier around itself in an emergency. Apparently, it's there in case we collide with any large rock drilling equipment. But I have no idea what they were talking about. How come you're not steering the ship? You seemed very excited when the idea of steering a ship came up before. I'm letting the autopilot steer for now, at least until we need to divert it from its pre-programmed course. Once we know where we're going next, I'll switch it back to manual control. On a different note, I can't believe they just let us use the ship as long as we want, for free. I was ready to hijack it like back in the day too. What a letdown. Right. I was under the impression that all of Moon Dubai considers Kadia its enemy. So I assumed there would be also restrictions on the use of public facilities. Are you nervous that it all seems a little too easy? I did notice there's nothing to eat or drink on this ship, though. Bartholomew, shoot out of the sky! Apologies for the interruption. We have an election broadcast from the Burj Khalifa. Everyone on Moon Dubai is obligated to view this broadcast, regardless of citizenship status. Please direct your attention to the monitor. Huh? Hello, people of Moon Dubai. It's BB Dubai, your eternal lord and leader. Is everyone out there thinking up rational and innovative ways to eradicate humanity? Great. At long last, the final boss of humanity's annihilation showdown, the election to determine who will wipe out humankind once and for all, is underway. Remember, here on Moon Dubai, you aren't done just because you've cast your vote. If you decide you prefer another candidate's position after you cast it, you can switch it to them whenever you like. The important thing here is the eradication of humanity, so struggle with your choice. Leave plenty of regrets behind. Now, let's take a look at where the polls stand. I'm sure there are some rats out there secretly watching this, so I'll present these numbers old school style. Huh? As I thought, Area E has a commanding lead. I guess you all like your boring box standard extinctions. Well, that's okay. It's your choice to make. It's only natural your opinions would differ from mine. There are 7 mooncasters in the running, each with their own plan to eradicate humankind. So this project has been in the works since AD 3000. The candidates may have only been finalized 5 days ago, but they've known about the project since well before then. So it's no shock to see one really explode out of the gate. Now, this next part is important, so to recap, once a candidate approval rating reaches 70%, they will be declared the victor and the election will be over. Right now, the candidate taking the lead is Area E's Mooncancer, Tamamovich Koyansekaya. Really? I thought it was gonna be a different reason she's here. If things keep going as they have, it won't be much longer before her twisted ideology becomes reality. Bear Draco. The end. Written and produced by BB Dubai. Tamamovich Koyanskaya? I heard it too. Apparently, Koyanskaya is one of the final boss candidates and a Mooncancer. Does this mean she didn't learn her lesson after all? Okay, maybe not a huge shock. I mean, she used to be a beast. She must have countless ideas and reasons for wiping out humanity. Sorry. I should have thought before I spoke. It's been one crazy thing after another since morning, so my mind is having trouble keeping up. Even now that things have calmed down, I still have no idea where we should go next. It's true, that's true. Without BB here, there's still so much we don't know. Yeah, if only BB was here right now. Senpai! You need BB? Then we should go to the Burj Khalifa. She's in there, right? In the tall tower? Oh, right! You were asleep back then, so I guess you wouldn't know this. There are actually 2 BBs right now, Kadia's BB and Moon Dubai's BB. At first, we thought BB Dubai was our BB, that she just changed her name for this occasion. But it looks like she was actually a completely separate BB. Huh. So, where's Kadia's BB now? BB Dubai took her out like it was nothing. She didn't seem to know more about BB Dubai than we did, either. I know we need to do something. We'll need to do something about this final boss of humanity's annihilation showdown. But I think we also need to figure out who BB Dubai is and where she came from. Despite everything that's happened, our ultimate goal is still to get back to Kadia. And it seems like BB Dubai is the only one who knows, or at least might know, how to do that. But we can't go back now. She just She'd just kill us. Damn it. If only the original BB was here.
BB Dubai was clearly stronger than our BB. And there was that woman with her. She seemed like a master herself. I think we might have to look into who she is as well.
Ah! Attention passengers, the ship is under attack. I have detected 4 Alvatron Company lunar surface exploration air bikes and 2 highly mobile crater leveling machines. They are using high-level moon cancer authorization codes to request that we stop the ship. As your safety is my top priority, I am currently refusing the request. How would you like me to proceed? Wow. Does that mean we won't be safe if we stop? Can't you outrun them? Our vessel is faster than theirs, but I'm afraid we can't lose them out here in the dome's eastern desert. It would be a different story if we were out in the dome's western desert among those old buildings, but we aren't. I'm very sorry.
So fighting's our only choice. Works for me. Now you'll all get to see what I can do. Sorry, guy, but I'm switching the controls over to manual. Then I'm going to wait for a chance to turn us around and ram them. Master, Mash, I'd like you to stay on the deck and make the mechanized soldiers sorry they messed with us. Aeroskull, do you think you can help us fight now? Guess not. Damn. I take it there's something you're not happy with.
Well, she did just wake up. You have your reasons, right? It's okay. We'll handle this.
You know, I've been thinking this for a while now, but you're really soft on me, aren't you? Well, fine. In that case, go ahead.
I'm going to focus on steering the ship, so you two will have to handle the fighting yourselves. Be careful.
That was 4 mechanized soldiers and 2 large mobile weapons, right? This won't be an easy battle, but I'm sure we can win. Master, please try to summon servants capable of covering wide areas with their attacks.
Yes, servant. Tell me to bring AoE. You give me Ozzy. I think we want pure ignore invincible. And AoE. Oh, that needs to go. Okay, so what we got? Kiara's might not be bad. The problem with Aeroskull is that she needs to get to level 7. And with only Mash as support, kinda hard to do. Or I can just use C, you know, like normal person.
Duh. Really, I am the fool.
Oh, good. Wait, what? After level 9, I have 2 skills. Okay. Apply special attack enemies with a Hammond attribute. Apply special attack enemies with star. Deal special attack for non-protectee damage. Okay. I don't know why this Emulator is lagging. It literally is only this one. I have 2 other LD players, and they don't lag at all. I don't understand. No problem. That was whoopsie. Huh. Well, she looped. Oh, interesting. Good. Story time, story time. Nothing but story time. Ba-ba-boom.
And that was close, wasn't it?
You should really be more careful about fighting battles when you're so obviously outmatched.
Senpai, is that...
An alien? Nah, it's obviously BB.
Aw, you're no fun, Senpai. Okay, no more surprises. Sorry to keep you waiting for everyone. That all-powerful, undeniably wicked BB Dubai AI might have shot me into space. But thanks to my incomparable cuteness and cherubic innocence, I managed to slip into my spacesuit and rescue myself. Now I'm back as BB Cosmo and ready to deal with anything on the moon. Phew, I'm seriously bush. Would you mind if I caught my breath? Not so much air in space, you know. Oh, let me use this terminal too. Please, I need all the info I can get on this moon Dubai place.
I am very sorry, but network access is not permitted during the election. At present, the only permissible network activity is communications between Moon Dubai civilians. However, access to the data on the ship remains unrestricted, so you are free to browse at all you like.
Huh? Election? What election? Oh, right. You wouldn't know yet. I think we better tell you what happened after you were shot into space.
I see. The final boss of humanity's Annihilation Showdown, huh? What a dumb name. Who came up with something so stupid? Hold on, mirror. A little demon by the name of BB. I want to hold up, mirror. I see. As I was saying, it's a great name. It really tells you everything you need to know. Anyway, moving on.
It's okay, BB. We know you and BB Dubai are separate servants.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess it's good to have that cleared up. But man, I was kind of hoping to draw out this suspense a little longer, since this kind of thing doesn't happen every day. That's more than enough messing with Barrel Draco just to see how he reacts, BB. We're in real trouble here. Not the time for jokes. Can you start taking this seriously?
Oh?
I say you're okay too, Bartholomew. But what are you still doing here? If I was BB Dubai, I would have sent every last servant packing. Well, maybe not Nash, since he's half human. I can't figure out why I would spare you though. Seems like a waste.
A waste? What do you mean by that?
BB Dubai said there are no more humans left on Earth now that it's 3019. Oh, 3019. Right? AI never lies to humans, so we can take her at her word about that. Well, they do sometimes hallucinate wrong answers by mistake, but no need to dwell on that now. If there aren't any humans on Earth, then it must cost way more resources to keep servants summoned than it did back in Chaldea. So the only way to keep them around was for BB Dubai to sneakily access and sync up with the singularity I made that was identical to Dubai in 2030, and then supply her own magical energy. It's a lot like how Chaldea converts electricity to magical energy. BB Dubai was paying the magical energy cost required to keep all of your servants manifested, so that you would keep raising the joy counter. If all of your servants are enjoying themselves, there's no reason to feel guilty about being the only one having fun, right? But once that was over, there was no reason to keep the servants around. So I bet she didn't banish all the servants herself. She just cut off the magical energy needed to keep them around, which made them return to Chaldea automatically. I see. So that's how she pulled that off. From BB Dubai's perspective, keeping all us servants around was hard work, and she finally got to shrug off that extra load.
So that's why you said leaving Bartholomew and Erishko around would be wasteful.
I still don't understand her logic in keeping Bartholomew around. But I can't understand why Airskull didn't go away. Maybe Dubai did banish Airskull from human history, but anything besides that wouldn't have been included in her summoning ritual. You're not Airskull, the divine spirit. The fact that you're classed as beast now is proof of that. You're not from Chaldea or Moon Dubai. You're from another universe entirely, aren't you? What's the problem with that? She's still Airskull, right? I'm sorry, you're right. It's no problem at all. Just forget I said anything about that. You're wrong about one thing. You said Airskull from human history was banished. Well, I wasn't. I'm right here. I'm not asleep. I'm still the Airskull from proper human history. Maybe Dubai's automatic banishment didn't affect me because I used independent manifestation when our trip to Dubai began.
You mean around the time you transformed into a beast?
That's right. That's right. And it was all thanks to you and Baron Draco that the other servants didn't kill me when that happened. I promise I'll find a way to repay the debt. No. That favor. In a way befitting a beast. Anyway, there are two more things I'd like to confirm with you, BB Cosmo. No problem. Let me guess. You want to know how you can all get back to Chaldea and what the citizens of Moon Dubai really are, right? Well, the way back to Chaldea differs for each of you. For Master Baron Draco, you won't be able to return until you defeat BB Dubai. Or rather, until you stabilize this world's foundation of humanity's value. For Bartholomew, you return to the Throne of Heroes automatically if your spirit origin disappears. But as long as your spirit core is intact, the spirit origin graph should let you return to Chaldea too. Well, that's not a great way to go. Isn't there a more peaceful method I could use? It's not very dramatic, but you should be able to go back to Chaldea at the same time your Master Baron Draco does. Perfect. That works for me. Sounds much better than having my head cut off and tossed into the sea. As for you, Airskull, you can never go back to your original world. Your only choice is to keep living here or to vanish. What? But why? Servants neither grow nor change. Their magical energy output might improve, but they can never be more or less than what they are at heart. But now, in this world, Airskull there has become something different. Which means, if you think of her passage here from Chaldea as a keyhole, it just won't fit her current spirit origin any longer. That goes for whatever it was that changed her into a beast too. So returning to that wherever's original universe isn't an option either. As you are now, Airskull, you're a new divine spirit, born in this world, able to exist only here as well. No way. So, Airskull is the only one who can't go back to Chaldea? Hey, it's not just me, right? It's not just me. Right now, you're in the exact same boat, literally. As for your second question regarding the true identity of Moon Dubai citizens, going from the information I got from looking at BB Dubai, the way Moon Dubai is structured, and the information I just got from the ship's guide, my conclusion is this. Every person in this city is an AI. In this timeline, all of humankind has transitioned from carbon-based life forms into beings of pure intelligence. That is the face of this world's new humankind. A humankind that, as of 3019, has effectively achieved immortality and everlasting world peace. Nobody in this world has any connection to the old humankind. Not even the ship's guide. No connection? Then you mean history. All of civilization has basically ended. Yes, I'm so sorry, Mr. Roberts. Your navigational skills are magnificent, and yet I don't have a single record of you or your life. I see. Then there's only one thing left to do. Airskull? Airskull? I'm getting a really bad feeling about this. Do not speak my name so casually. I have allowed it thus far, but have reached the end of my tolerance.
For that matter, my name is not Erishko. I am the prison of darkness that will swallow the heavens and the earth alike. I am Enki Erishko, the underworld nebula. What I am trying to say is, if this is truly humanity's final resting place, then I will fulfill my duty as a beast. I am the only one fit to wreck humanity, which is why I'm going to enter the final boss of humanity's annihilation showdown myself. Oh dear. Fantastic class. If this is truly humanity's final resting place, then I will fulfill my duty as a beast. I am the only one fit to eradicate humanity, which is why I'm going to enter the final boss of humanity's annihilation showdown myself. Why are you doing this, Erishko? Ah! Our ship! Huh? But I didn't even attack you yet. What is this?
I can't steer the ship. Everyone, hang on to something. There's something in the sand. It's trailing a massive shockwave in its wake. It must be a whale.
It's an obscenely massive rock drill. Everyone run for it before it swallows this whole ship whole.
I would if I could, but I can't. This sand's like a giant whirlpool. Guide, does this ship have any lifeboats? No, wait. Those would just get sucked in even faster. What about life plane? No, figures. I wouldn't keep it something like that on my ship either.
Damn it, it's just one thing after another. Guess we've got no choice but to fight back then. The ship is stabilized. I think it's... I stabilized the ship for you. Also, to be clear, I didn't summon that thing. The last thing I need is a rumor going around that the embodiment of the underworld sicked a sandbug on someone. I don't care what happens to you, of course, but letting you die here would be a bad look for me. So just this once, I'll help you out. After this is over, we'll officially be enemies. Now, show me what you're made of, Baron Draco. Show me what you can do against this foe, and I will decide whether you are worthy. Show me that you can rival me, Enki Erishko, the beast of null and the evil of humanity amassing. Ooh! I'm so honestly surprised we can actually use our servant, all of our servants. Okay, we'll swap mash. Pretty cool.
Honestly, it's pretty annoying that I can't use air spells NP.
地球ごとコスモでナビよろしく。もう怒りました。悪いお邪魔虫には思い知ってもらいます。コスモバーナー点火、コスモスクラフトクレーター、プラネットシュート、バイオラノです。行ってきました。
Ah, great. How many are you looking at here? 5 hits. Oh boy, BB, can you pierce the missile? You cannot. Well then. Do I have a chain? I mean, I have a BB chain, but that's only 4 hits, so that's not really worth it to do.
ナビよろしく。千年遅い。運命やります。もちろん。
Alright, that should clear the invincibles and protect us.
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなく、あなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドスカイバーン。やっ。
I want options for like a bunch of like slim gyms with like bees. And they are well past the expiration. So either I'm gonna give myself food poisoning or botulism. Can't BB chain, unfortunately.
今のうちに準備。地球ナビよろしく。もちろん。カウントダウン。チケットは持ちました？ 3、2、1。コスモの旅にお連れします。我慢できたらです。プラネットシュート。ここでまっすぐ。もちろん負けないぞ。へい、そこ立ちはだかるなら運命間違いない。まあコスモですので。それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなく、あなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドスカイバーン。はじけて。
God damn it. BB ロケット点火。おっと、今さら見上げても手遅
ここでまっすぐ推進力が
Come on, give me a full power BB deck
コ
here.
スモですので任せてください。カウントダウン。チケットは持ちました？ 3、2、1。コスモの旅にお連れします。我慢のゲストですね。グラビティ言わないでください。そうしかしてコスモの BB ちゃんは宇宙でも無敵なのでした。
The BB device is pretty fun. Or BB Cosmos. Did I just perform multiple simple summons?
We've dealt with the enemy weapon, but... not bad for a human. As a show of respect for a well-fought battle, I'll let you go this once. Try to survive as long as you can. I doubt we'll ever meet again, but see you.
Erisco. This is terrible. I wonder if he can really do this. Master, I'm sorry to bother you while you're grieving, but I'm afraid this can't wait. The ship's engine was damaged during that battle. We're using auxiliary power to get around for now, but that won't last long.
It is true. The ship's power will be depleted in 20 minutes. My sincerest apologies for the inconvenience. May I ask which harbor you would prefer to dock at before time runs out? I mean, what are our choices here? Are there any we can dock at safely? If you're looking for a non-combat zone, what about Area C? That area's moon cancer has yet to present a campaign slogan.
So they haven't yet decided how they want to eradicate humanity? Is that because they don't care? Do you know what this mooncaster's name?
Candidate name, Jinako Karigiri. She's a Chaldean servant, just like Mr. Roberts.
Oh!
So Shinako's in Moon Device too. To Area C then. Then we'll go to Area C on the double.
Thank you for confirming. Setting a course for Area C. Oh, Dubai. Unfortunately, I'm afraid there's another problem.
I know, it's me, isn't it? You won't be able to dock the ship if I'm with you, right?
Correct. Moon Dubai regulations state that the only BB permitted to enter the city is BB Dubai. This tether is outside city limits, so we haven't violated the regulations yet. But if we get too close...
Don't worry about me. It makes sense for BB Dubai, no, Moon Dubai, to limit the city to 1 BB. I may not have any admin privileges in Moon Dubai, but I'm still an advanced AI that was created on the moon. My affinity for a lunar city is just too strong. It would throw things out of whack if there were 2 city management AIs running around.
I'm glad you understand. Thank you for your cooperation.
So you're going to stay in the desert then?
Yes, it sucks that I can't go into the city, but this also means BB Dubai won't know I'm here. So it's a net positive. In the meantime, I'll investigate the old ruins out in the desert. I may not be able to acquire any information in the city, but I might still be able to find something useful out here. When you're done investigating old Dubai, come meet me back at the ship, and we can share what we've each learned. Then it's settled. Be careful while you're on your own. Thanks. Same to all of you. For the record, none of this was my plan. My plan was to invite you all to an invitation of Dubai in the year 2030. But BB Dubai hijacked the plan and sent you all here to Moon Dubai in the year 3019 instead. This city isn't a singularity or a lost belt, as I suspect is a parallel world. One thing's for sure, Moon Dubai is definitely one of the potential paths humanity could take in the future. So for the time being, Bear Draco, your job is to solve several mysteries. How did humanity end up going down this timeline? Who are the 7 moon cancers? And who or what is BB Dubai? You'll definitely have your work cut out for you, but I'm sure you can do it. I know you see it through with all your usual determination. That they won't give up, lose heart, or get embarrassed. Yeah. Thanks, BB. That last one's never really been an issue for you, but thanks. Oh, before you go, I have one last tip for my admirably shamelessly impudent senpai. If you're going to Old Dubai, you might be able to meet up with Passionlip. Yes, I know, she was erased while she was protecting Nash, right? But the thing is, there's still a statue of her somewhere in Old Dubai. It's one of 3 I had placed in 2030 Dubai. I made one of King Portea in the office area, and one of Passionlip in Old Dubai. Originally, I put them there to serve as bosses from the Sakura 5 to make your trip more interesting. But I bet they moved to Moon Dubai when BB synced it with 2030. Of course, the lip who spent this summer with you was the one you knew at Caldia. It's something of a chicken and egg paradox, but there should still be a statue of her here on Moon Dubai. Once you find it, try forming a contract with her again. If nothing else, she'll be a powerful asset. I will. I promise. But why a statue? That's just what you make on the moon. Beautiful things deserve to be preserved in all 3 dimensions, right? We'll be docking at Old Dubai soon. It should take about 12 minutes to repair the ship. Those of you who wish to continue this cruise are free to remain on board. Okay everyone, good luck with the start of your Old Dubai arc. Wait, what? Where are we at? Interlude? What do you mean, interlude? Interlude. It's time. This regularly scheduled discussion is now in session. Candidates may speak at will. Good day, everyone. I'm Kazura Drop, and my proposal is to end humanity via an Earth restoration effort gone bad. So far, I have no issues with any of your opinions. I'm Astolfo, representative of Let Humanity Do Whatever movement. Can someone please do something about King Portea in my area? How am I ever gonna get my approval rating up if she keeps breaking our meetings? Who's A? Who's round? My idea is to make Earth a water planet. My idea to make Earth a water planet is not going well. It's hard to express how wonderful the sea is when nobody on Moon Dubai has ever seen it for themselves. I don't have any opinion on one way or the other. I don't have any fancy slogans either. The Shelter Life of All Humanity Party isn't going to fight with anyone, so please stop invading us already. Also, I want to say something to Area E. You're totally wasting Moon Dubai's resources. Why is her area glowing like that? Light pollution is what it is. Light pollution is what it is. Quit trying to be all charismatic. I have no idea who this could possibly be. Who's a pointy-headed servant?
Oh? Is charisma a bad thing now? I need to remind you that this is a contest to determine which of us will be the final boss for all of humanity. The entire premise of my campaign is that I'm richer and more innovative than anyone. Frankly, if you ask me, I can't understand why you choose to live so plainly.
I just don't have the energy to be fashionable. Besides, it's a waste of resources and it doesn't contribute anything to society. By shut-in? Now that's someone who knows how to preserve energy.
True, it does take energy to be fashionable. A lot of energy, I'll grant you that much. However, objectively viewing my fashionable self in turn generates energy, and as a result, I am able to expand my stylish horizons even further. It's truly a perpetual motion machine.
No, it's not. That's just narcissism. Come on, guys. Are you really going to let someone like her take the lead? Okay, as a woman. She'll ruin all of Earth. The CL? Or... I think that's CL. Earth will be fine. Remember, we are on the moon. For that matter, I don't hate her mom. There's a real vision behind it. No need to get so worked up. Area C, Area E's lead is only temporary. I have faith the wise citizens of Moon Dubai will ultimately realize my campaign is the only one that makes sense. Despite becoming AI, humankind was foolish enough to obsess over their humanity. A clash of ideologies was inevitable, even once immortality became the norm. Thus, humanity retreated to the more rational conclusion. My mechanized human empire. Oh wait, no, this is Essen. Viva commercialism! Here, it's no better than E. Give me back my home slash Ferris wheel already, jerk. I acquired that fair square. If you wish to take it back, I suggest you prepare an item of similar value. I'm glad to see you're all getting along so well. Your positions may be different, but you're all rivals of equal standing. And while the rules don't forbid direct conflict between the participants, I would prefer to avoid it if we can. I want you to win the citizens of Moon Dubai over not with strengths, but with your ideas. On that note, I have something to tell you. A new threat has just joined this battle. A beast. What was that? A beast, though this beast isn't in the same category as you. It's not possible for a beast to manifest now that there are no humans on Earth, so this one must have come from a different universe. This beast is an unknown factor. If you find them, I want you to let me know immediately. Oh, a beast, huh? That's one weapon even my... Oh.
Oh, a beast, huh? That's one weapon even my Alvatron company doesn't possess. As summon servants, both the fellow from Area F and I are arguably representatives of humanity. So we'll have to take great care not to allow this beast to simply eat us alive. You know, just for the sake of argument, let's say this beast proved too powerful for us to deal with. And that they then prove to be hostile to all of Moon Dubai. What would happen should they eliminate all of us, leaving no candidates alive? Does this mean humankind would then continue to exist?
Don't worry about that. The results are a foregone conclusion. Even if all of you were to be defeated, a moon cancer will still go on to eradicate humanity. Alright then, that's all for me. You can all go back to your campaigns now. Remember, humanity's extinction should be an event everyone can get behind. Humanity's extinction should be an event that everyone can get behind. Are you okay? Why don't you take a break? This is your opportunity to be alone for a while. You might not be able to shut down completely, but you can at least enter sleep mode. Your CPU is clearly struggling to keep up. I'm fine. I'm just a little mentally fatigued. This always happens whenever I talk to the 7 final boss candidates. Even if some of them don't actually have what it takes, we still need them here. You can't truly be a final boss unless you've trampled over at least one small powerless faction with a righteous claim, after all. You refuse to compromise on that, huh? How like you. Alright then, I'll stick around until the end too, since it looks like you don't actually want to be alone. Are you sure you don't want to be out there helping Caldia? That's his job. We played rock, paper, scissors for it. Huh? That said, I guess I am a little worried. He's probably really enjoying himself, since it's been so long since we've had a master. It's not that we lack purpose, it's more like we've become a little too inured to danger. Oh, okay. Wait, was there a saber? There was. Alright. Section 4. Old Dubai Holiday, Part 1.
Okay, Master, we made it to Old Dubai without having to fight at all. In fact, it seems extremely peaceful here.
Seems a lot like the old Dubai on Earth. At a glance, it just looks like the original old Dubai. Yeah, the people here aren't armed, and they don't seem to mean us any harm. The whole place feels very different from Area F, with its office buildings, or Area I, where our hotel was. Are you two seeing this sign over there too? Cthulhu? Master Box. Sounds vaguely familiar. Is that some kind of cafe?
Wow, wonderful name for a shop. And it smells amazing in there too. Why don't we take a look inside, Senpai? They might even have food to go with their drinks.
Good point. I can get by without eating, but you and Bear Draco both need food and water to survive. BB Cosmo said everyone in Moon Dubai was an AI, right? So, do you think they'll have normal human food around here? One way to find out.
Stop! Hold it right there, newcomers. You can't just walk into that cafe.
Oh. All are welcome here in Old Dubai, but not at that cafe. They only allow a very specific clientele inside. The boss specifically built Holy Master Box to be a place of rest for the old humans who will come here one day. It's going to take newcomers like you at least a year to build up the trust you'll need to set foot inside. You can start by collecting points at the shops on Main Street. Not so fast, RD17.
There is something about these people that remind me of the knights in Area F. Trust me, this organic flame gives me a sixth sense for this sort of thing. We can't let the other areas steal any more resources from old Dubai. Police, police! We need you here! I'll even give you some meat when you're done.
Seriously? Extra meat? Not just data? Woohoo! Screw these sugar fritters. I'm gonna use my brand new machine gun to really bring the heat. Well, not literally, since it's an air gun.
You were right to call us. Man, it's been so long since I actually had work to do. So you must be the vanguard of the Laughing Moon Night Brigade. Well, you won't be disturbing the peace on my watch. I'll prove to you that there's more to being a police officer than just eating donuts.
Whoa, easy, rookie. These kids may seem harmless, but I can tell they've got some real bite to them. Watch out for that girl in particular. She's got the aura of a forest sage who used to live on Earth. No playing hero. If you're in danger, just surrender. We're still waiting on that patch for workers' comp. You know. Everybody does a lot of them.
I wouldn't have guessed there were so many people in there. It seems like a very fun bunch.
I agree, but I don't think we'll be making friends just yet. They're clearly itching for a fight. Alright, let's give them what they want, but try not to hurt them too badly. I'm sure they'll hear us out afterwards.
Kinda just want to bust your chain this, but yeah.
誰であれ了解我が舌を喜ばせろ神明東映保管これは多くの道多くの夢を背負った人間の死証明せよロードキャメロットはあ
Nice.
我が舌を喜ばよかろうロササンディス
Damn it.
有効レンジ入りましたロササンディスおっと
Well, this might be wrong. Don't know if I can do 30k because I don't have the burn effect up.
決まったね
望愛も悪もすべて望みを声にせよ世の行く手は阻め
Nice, good.
ぬ七つの竜よ翼となって勝てよ今私追い込まれるか解消値
I love using these. That's all.
Well, well, well.
決まったね。
のよかろう。
たまには海賊らしくいくか。
やった。被害想定内です。ナイスファイトでした先輩。
They're too strong! It's no use. What would you boys done for? Somebody get the boss. No wait, the boss wouldn't be any use either. I just have to we just have to make a run for it. And take the boss somewhere safe. Maybe we try RD. I heard they actually have actual fruit there. Calm down, people. Can't you tell nobody's dead? Look, they've already put their weapons away. They were obviously just humoring you from the start. Yeah, you're right. Are they just a bunch of saints or something? Anyway, that was painful to watch. I'd take an amateurish school play over that any day of the week. Our people just aren't cut out for combat. They put on a big show in mock battles, but the moment they're fighting for real, it all falls to pieces. And you, well, you managed to subdue them all without harming any of them. Thanks for holding back. Here. Weren't handshakes a common greeting in the 21st century? I always wanted to try one. Ah, well, never mind that. I'm Hasara. I've lived in Old Dubai all my life. Hi there, I'm Bear Draco. Do we shake his hand? I feel bad.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I'm Master Light.
And I'm Bartholomew Roberts. I take it you're the boss these guys were talking about. I used to be, but not anymore. That tower belongs to Tinako now. She told me all about you guys. You're the master who came here from Kodia, right? Come with me. I'll take you to her. Oh, and don't worry about those guys. They'll heal up on their own.
Did you hear that, Senpai? There's still a lot we don't know about this Hasara person, but it looks like...
Yeah, let's follow him. I wonder if this guy's an AI too. Story node, nothing to read in story node. Oh, nothing but reading in story node.
Worship me! Worship me!
Worship the great statue. I am one of the moon cancers. I am the anti-savior who shall lead mankind to its destruction. Is that really Jinako Karigiri? She's definitely got a weirdly intimidating vibe about her, but... Don't worry, that's Jinako alright. Show your true self, Sheldon! That forthright demeanor, that straightforward, palatable attitude. I knew it. You are the root of all evil, the reason I ended up in this place. You are Bear Draco, the master who came here from that accursed Caldia.
Just kidding. That scared you? So, what's up? Long time no see. How you been? Oh, hey, you're here too, Mash. And I'm guessing that guy who could use a little more meat on his bones is a servant too? I'm Jinako Karigiri. I'm an indoorsy programmer who ended up as a servant because, reasons. Kanisha's not involved this time. So just call me Jinako. So, let's get right to it. Let's tell each other what we know, what we each know, so we can move on to the next event. Which brings us up to now. I hope this was help. Jinako? I can't believe it. That's so sad. I had no idea all that happened while I was just here doing my moon cancer thing. I'm afraid it's true. All the other servants were banished. Lip was erased when she protected me. Somebody's being targeted all across Moon Dubai, so we only barely made it here with our lives. Not that! No fair! No fair! I can't believe you guys actually got to enjoy sightseeing in Dubai! I want to go too! I want to experience Dubai's cutting edge VR for myself! They say it's bleeding edge! Mash, bleeding edge! Jinako? That's your Jinako. So, you've been here all this time? Yeah, I never got to go to the actual Dubai. Before I left, I was all like, Dubai, huh? Seems too hot and too rich for me, but I guess I could give it a shot. But then, when I race shifted, I found myself here in Moon Dubai, in the year 3000 at that. She's been here for 19 years? Oh my gosh, she has. I had to wait 19 more years for all you guys to show up. It was nothing compared to what I had to go through in India, but it still sucked. Not having anyone I knew around. Alsofo did show up later, but he had obviously gone off the deep end already. Then came the Lion Man, but he's completely gone over to the dark side. Besides all that, BB Dubai scares me. Humanity's dead. All these AI need my help. It's just one thing after another. Thank goodness you guys came here to find me. Also, I'm sorry I said it was no fair. It sounds like you guys went through some stuff too. It's okay. I wish we'd known what you were going through. It's fine. It sounds like you really did have it rough. And my nose stuffed up. Fantastic. Really? Gosh, thanks. Man, I almost forgotten how comforting you can be. Alright, now that you guys are here, how about we play some video games to celebrate our reunion? I got this great racing game here that's retro for them, but super futuristic for you.
Jinako, I understand your enthusiasm, but are you sure this is the time? Remember, you, the Chaldeans, even we may as well be walking around with nooses around our necks.
Good point. You're right, Hasara. We should start by laying everything out and making sure we're all on the same page. What would you like to know, Bear Draco? I'll tell you as much as I can. Oh, wow. Are you the boss of this area? Yeah, I guess I am. Technically. BB Dubai assigned me to Area C pretty much right after I arrived. She said it was my duty as a moon cancer, but I didn't really have a goal or motivation or anything. The only reason I wound up at my boss is that the people here were nice enough to take me in and give me shelter. I'm still a servant and all, so I've been getting by these past 19 years by saying, I'll take this seriously tomorrow.
Don't be so modest. You may be pathetic, but you've still been doing your best in your own way. We old Dubaians may be AIs, but we don't support BB Dubai's policies. We don't want to see humankind eradicated. Unfortunately, that makes us outcasts here on Moon Dubai. Hinako has been keeping us safe ever since she got here. Which isn't to say she's actually fought any battles herself. But by making this area the headquarters for her moon cancer campaign, she's also created a home for moderates like us. I see. So you've been fighting with words to fists. That explains why you were in your statue form.
Yep. I've been taking full advantage of Ganesha's intimidating aura there. What do you know about Moon Dubai?
The city was built on the surface of the moon in 2600. at least in our timeline. It was modeled after the original Earth city of the same name. It was conceived as a cutting-edge city constructed in the desert with the combined total of human wisdom. Probably made for an inspiring promotion message back when they were first building a city on the moon. However, after all the humans on Earth were wiped out, Moon Dubai eventually stopped functioning as well. And then, in the year 3000, BB Dubai turned Moon Dubai's power back on and reactivated as AIs. Huh. So BB wasn't overseeing this at all.
Who exactly is BB Dubai?
We wish we knew. There's no denying that she's a Steve management AI like she claims. But when we woke up, she has completely taken over all of Moon Dubai, going well beyond just managing it. I'm grateful for she reactivated us after we had shut down, but that doesn't mean I can support what she's doing. Not when she's doing crazy things like creating moon cancers and holding the final boss of humanity's annihilation showdown. There are plenty of AIs out there who think she wiped out humankind herself. We've long suspected there is something wrong with her, or that she might even be an imposter.
So, you're saying you think BB Dubai isn't from this world, but a BB from an entirely different one? Yeah, at first I thought BB Dubai was just Kalia's BB getting up to no good yet again. But now that you've told us Kalia's BB exists independently, I'm even less sure of who or what BB actually is than ever.
Tell us about the final boss of humanity's annihilation showdown.
It's an election campaign BB Dubai created. She says it's to choose exactly how humankind was wiped out. The voting only started because after you guys showed up. But election campaigns have been happening for the last 19 years. People of Moon Dubai woke up in the year 3000, just like I did. And they were just as shocked as I was when they found out there were no more humans left on Earth. And that's when BB made an announcement on the city YPA system. Humanity's gone. There's no denying that. Now let's give up on the lot of them and have a conversation about how they died.
Give up, huh? And you just went along with it. And you all just went along with us? Yes, it was unanimous. Facts are facts. Once we reached that consensus, the only thing left was to choose a file heading to save it under.
See? This is what Hasara is like. And he's on our side. I swear, everyone in Moon Dubai is just too darn stoic. Anyway, we eventually agreed to reach next to reach a consensus on the most plausible way that all of humankind could have died. That led to a candidate espousing their positions, which led to the election beginning in earnest. Every day, candidates would present their ideal extinction method, and the areas with lots of people who agree with them began to flourish.
Old Dubai has always been last place in that regard. That also means we're constantly low on resources. We even had to give up our trademark Ferris wheel just to make ends meet, since this thing gobbled up so much electricity. That's how it ended up in the area with the most money to spare.
Moon Dubai didn't used to have old-fashioned bar systems. But then that damn lineman came along and brought pure commercialism to Dubai. So it wasn't my fault our Ferris wheel got taken away.
That isn't the only thing that was taken, right? But we'll get to that in time.
Huh? What are mooncasters to Moon Dubai? There's actually two types of mooncasters here, natural and artificial. Natural types are obviously servants who were naturally mooncasters to begin with. Servants like me and the candidate from Area H. BB Dubai didn't bring us here as naturals here. Moon Dubai itself called us here. Oh. It basically means we're on humanity's side, just like the heroic spirits who get summoned by the land in singularities and stuff. I think me being a natural moon MC is also how I ended up here straight from Kalia. Anyway, the servants who got turned to mooncasters after arriving here are the artificial ones. The candidates from Area A, E, F, and I all used to be different classes. But BB Dubai changed them to moon cancers after they got accepted as candidates. So that's why Asofa was a moon cancer. But BB Dubai also said that heroic spirits can exist in this time period. But how did they materialize in Moon Dubai?
BB Dubai woke up some AIs from as far back as 2400 to make them into masters. Astofel's master is an upper-class citizen named Anthony. Area I's candidate master is an ex-military man named Ben. Area A's master is an academic named Rudai, and we still don't know anything about the master for Area E. Anyway, the servants who were brought here by Moon Dubai's masters have been running wild ever since they were summoned. Because according to their understanding, to help humanity you must define how it entered. It's got them very fired up. Jinako's the only candidate who decided not to think about the fact that humanity is gone. Instead, she chose to spend time here with us. That's why her campaign slogan is something half-assed, like they somehow went extinct while they were being threatened.
They have been trying to advance the humankind extinction.
Sorry.
Then you have been trying to advance the humankind extinction agenda, like the other candidates. That's great, Jinako. Well, I don't know how proud I can be this time. I was mostly just too scared to pick a side.
At any rate, now we know why there are no fewer than 7 moon cancers out here.
So, that's all the questions you got for now, yeah? Let's get to the most important topic. It sounds like BB Cosmos figured out that everyone on Moon Dubai is an AI. That's only half the story. You might want to sit down for this next part, Bear Draco. Speaking of this world, humans like you stopped being born after 2300. That was the year old humans decided to stop living like they had been, and then passed on their title of humanity to AI. I guess what I'm trying to say is, all the AIs here are part of a new kind of humanity, and you're the old one. And you're one of the old ones. Well, honestly, there aren't any other old humans left, even in the museum, so you can't even call yourself that. Why did they do that? To extend their lifespans? Like, to extend their lifespans? Well,
We don't know for sure, but we know that it wasn't. We know that wasn't it. Humans had already cracked immortality by 2300. Old humans were able to live forever, even in formats, that is, organic bodies like yours. But turning themselves into AIs had even more benefits. Immortal though they were, humans were still limited. AIs, on the other hand, had more freedom in every possible way. Technology, discussions, entertainment, everything. Once that had become clear, the old humans all converted themselves into AIs, and became new humans. That's what the majority of people on Moon Dubai are now.
so when you say they converted themselves into AI, do you mean they digitized their brains and became beings of pure intelligence, living in a digital realm? Well, in a manner of speaking, yeah. But specifically, this world's new humans consist of AIs who were born from the digitally recorded data of individual people. They're a lot like servants, really. Take me for example. I'm a new derivative of myself created from my original base.
But the people we've met so far all had physical bodies. How does that work? AI real bodies are located in the towers. Remember those tall buildings you saw in the office area? Those are humanity's data servers. This body is actually a nano-pulmonary flame. Even if it's destroyed, my real body will still be perfectly safe. Think of it as a kind of remote. This way, we remain immortal, as long as our data servers survive. That's also why ordinary citizens of Moon Dubai feel free to attack seasoned warriors like yourselves. They know they won't die. It also means this isn't a life or death matter for us like it is for you old humans, since we lack the fear that comes with knowing you only have one life to live. But then, why were those Laughing Moon Knights afraid? That's strange. The Laughing Moon Knight Brigade still seemed pretty scared. That's because our flames are a crucial part of our personalities. The injuries we suffer aren't transmitted to our real bodies, but having our flames destroyed still damages our souls, our inner humanity, so to speak. Reacquiring and reconstructing destroyed flames takes time, and there are some things you can't recover once lost. One of the reasons all humanity chose to become AIs is because AIs can also be associated with souls. A soul can't be constructed from data. They are lies from what already exists. Apparently, scholars at the time theorized that souls might be anything from links from another dimension. Waveforms that spawn from the relationship between the existence and time, even pure thought returning from the end of the universe. We new humans, that is, third generation AIs born after 2300, have had all data from before that time discarded. If you want to know more about that time, you'll need to look for a specialized independent data archive.
So, old humans no longer exist, and the people of Moon Dubai are all new humans. But in that case, there's one thing I don't understand. As long as you exist, humanity isn't extinct. So you're effectively choosing your own end in this, aren't you? I know, right? I just can't get on the same page with them on this one. This election is basically the AIs voting on their own demise. They must know it's going to affect them directly, but they keep choosing their favorite end like it's no big deal. They could be talking about how to avoid their demise or how to start over, but it's like none of that even occurs to them.
Sorry, Chinako. Facts are everything to us. We're not ones for complaining about results. Still, we do have preferences. A lot of AIs think that if we're going to die out anyway, we might as well go out with a bang. And that's why nonsense like the Laughing Moon Night Brigade's plan in Area F manages to gain support.
Go out with a bang, but don't AIs value things like probability and practicality? This is the 31st century, Mash. There's pretty much nothing you can't do nowadays. There's no longer there no longer exists a method for humanity's extinction so outlandish that it could not actually be done. Which is exactly why everyone wants to go out in a way they think will be fun. I mean, if you're going to finish the game anyway, you might as well enjoy the ending, right?
I really wish these were organized in a way that made sense. Alright. Sorry. Throat's getting funny.
Alright, we should probably talk about our next move and what we ultimately want to accomplish.
Hang on. We were told we could find Lip here. Who told you that?
Oh, right, Bibi. She put the statue of Lip here and all. So yeah, Lip is here in statue form. Basically, she's been preserved in her spirit origin graph state. The But to make a long story short, she may as well not be here. I know where she is, but I'm not telling you until you're in proper fighting form.
Are you talking about how he's having trouble performing simple summons? Baby Dubai said it's impossible to summon heroic spirits because no one on Moon Dubai knows any human history anymore.
Not no one, but only a few. That, and your connection to Caldia has been completely cut off, so they can't provide you with magical energy anymore. That's why Baron Draco's having trouble summoning more than one at a time now. He has to rely on just his own magical energy. He might still be able to summon 3 at a time if he really pushes himself, but that's it. It's not that there's anything wrong with you, Baron Draco. You're just low on resources.
So, if we can find a new source of magical energy, he'll be able to fight like he usually does again.
Exactly. There's an easy fix for that too. You should try it out tomorrow. I've already arranged rooms for you guys. So for now, I say take a load off. Dubai is your new home away from home. That's great. Thank you, but I appreciate that a lot, but if everyone on Moon Dubai is an AI, then...
Oh, that's right. What about food? Does the fact that everyone's an AI mean they don't need to eat or drink?
Don't you worry about that. You'll see why soon enough. Show them to their rooms, would you, Hasara? I'd do it myself, but then I have to move.
Yes, I know. I wouldn't expect otherwise. Yordako, Mash, Bartholomew, come with me. I'll show you a bit of old Dubai on the way to your rooms. See anything you like, sir. How about this ancient GPU? Lots of AIs carry them around as a conductions. What's that? Do we have any CPUs? Don't be silly.
I'm so sorry, but today's art class was only in the morning. I'm going shopping for art supplies this afternoon, so yes. That's right, I'll be taking a cruise ship to Area D today. I heard I can get more paint there.
There you go being careless with your frame again. Your neuron layer is way past the threshold. I know you're having fun, but you can't go around reforming every building in old Dubai. You need to rest too.
There's an unregistered ship at the dock. They're requesting raw materials for repairs. Sure, I'll go. Those E-ships are first generation, right? I always wanted to work on one of those. I can't believe there's still one in service. This is amazing. I didn't think I'd ever see one outside a museum. I see lots of people hard at work. There doesn't seem to be much difference between them and us, even though they're AIs.
I see. So scenes like these were normal for own humans, huh? This is only one part of the city that's so noisy. This is the only part of the city that's so noisy. As you probably imagine, Moon Dubai, or rather, new humans, have no need for labor. The entire point of inventing AI was to spare humanity the trouble of labor. When AI took over everything, including giving birth, teaching, housework, creating, manufacturing, and transporting. People's happiness and quality of life grew by leaps and bounds, and wars became a thing of the past. International disputes, political problems, currency issues, all became things of the past. Thanks to AI's unprecedented processing power, Earth's resources were finally being distributed equally to everyone. People no longer had to compete to survive, nor did they have to work for their entertainment. If people want something, they could just touch it in a catalog and have it delivered, or made on the spot in under an hour. Unlike old humans, who I hear used to order things manually and then wait for them to be delivered. Well, AI society is much more efficient. Before long, even the idea of transporting necessities faded. If anyone needed anything, they could be made on the spot using one of the 3D printers installed in every room of the house, and at no cost at all. All at no cost, of course.
Wow, so you no longer needed money then. I see why nobody had to work anymore then. Thus late, humans everywhere were freed from labor. We proved beyond doubt that requiring individuals to work to survive was a flaw in an immature society. Thanks to AI, humans were free to live however they wished. They no longer had to want for anything. After a century of living like that, humans decided to become AIs themselves. These days, labor is a privilege reserved for second-generation AIs. Third-gen ones like me don't have to work for anything. But as you can see, this area is home to a bunch of eccentrics, so it doesn't always work out like that. But I digress. Never mind us. You'll understand more soon enough. More importantly, why don't you go check out that shop? They carry something I'm sure you can use. You mean that shop? Something in there smells amazing. Welcome. What can I get for you?
It's a burger place. They're even making them right in the open. Look, senpai, there's the menu. They have a jumbo meal with only their best tasting dishes. A healthy meal with a focus on nutritious options, and a merry meal that comes with a toy. Where are you going with?
Merry meal, let's go! Thank you, please enjoy your stay. There are other places to eat around here too. When you have the time, I suggest looking around to find what suits you. AIs with organic flames come to eat at these places sometimes too, but not many of them. So the owners will be thrilled to have more customers. Nothing more wasteful than an empty restaurant, after all. Will that be all? Thank you. Please come again. Okay, let's go. Next up, your living quarters. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, humans. I love you. Here, this will be your space. Make yourselves at home. This is great. It's so roomy. Thank you. I love it. No need to thank me. It's our duty as humans to provide people with their own space. Anyway, you should know Moon Dubai is set to follow a day and night cycle. It'll be night pretty soon. I'm sure you still have more questions, but for now, I suggest you get some sleep. Alright, see you later. I'll be back for you tomorrow morning with a job in labor. What? Huh? A job and labor?
Aren't those the same thing?
Remember what Jinako said. You can't summon servants easily right now because you lack resources. Huh? But unfortunately, old Dubai doesn't have enough resources to share with you guys. So here's what you're gonna do. Huh? You're going to exterminate an oversized pest that also happens to contain a wealth of materials. A sand worm. I'm going to what? What's more, Mash is off on a different assignment, so she won't be able to help you. Now go on, fight! Show me what you're made of. You can't take it easy on an enemy like this. If things look dire, don't be afraid to use your command spells. Well then. I do hope I can also finish section 5 at the same time. Oh god, why is it so strong?
きだと思い出すな。愛も悪も全ての望みを声にせよ。我が舌を喜ばせろ。七つの竜よ、翼となって家計を抱き溶かし追い焦がれるか。干渉し世の行く手は阻めぬ。格の違いを見せてやろう。
Nice.
望まれることを望まれたように声にせよ。
I appreciate you, ass.
燃えよ、ペイガロンドムスアウレアよ。砕け、ラウスティアのクラウディウス。我が情熱は豪華のごとく。
Dead Invisibility.
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなく、あなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。世の行く手が阻めぬ。
God damn.
さあ、宴を望みを声にせよ。燃えよ、ペイガロンドムスアウレアよ。砕け、ラウスティアのクラウディウス。我が情熱は豪華のごとく。 比類のない勝
I
利でし
just
た。
zoom in on ass to save.
さすが私。そうですね。
What the hell? What the thing? Seeing a master from back when there were no restrictions on fighting instincts. But now, I'll split the resources we got from the sandworm right down the middle and use them to charge Master's shield. You win, we win, everyone wins. Thanks for the help. We'll be counting on you to do this every day. That was the hardest I've worked in a long time. Wait. So, this is what you meant by labor? That's late. You got labor, Mask got a job. And Bartholomew's here for fun, I guess? Hey now, that's not fair. I might have only been steering the sand ship, but that's still a perfectly good job, right? I thought so at first. Yes, the thing is, your stress levels were practically nil. Not to mention the ship's guide told us that you were just shooting the breeze with her in the report. Not fair, Bartholomew. You're living it up while I was working my tail off? So what's the difference between job and labor anyways? The difference? Well, honestly.
Oh, hello, Senpai. Hello, Bartholomew. Welcome back.
Looks like you finished your lesson for the day, Ash. How did it go with our militia?
It was wonderful. They were all such avid learners. I only know so much, and I learned all of it from Leonidas. But if that knowledge can help with but if that knowledge can help the militia improve their own skills, I can ask for nothing more.
Wow, Mash, you're possibly glowing. So even in 3019, the spirit of Sparta lives on. I see. So you're working as Otubai's militia's close quarters combat trainer. That does sound more like a job than labor. That's right. We knew humans ditched those concepts ages ago. Labor is a task which must be completed for survival, while a job has its own intrinsic value. We've been separating them here, but they say work used to naturally encompass both in equal measure.
I see. So labor is a necessary task to acquire nutrients for survival, while a job contributes to society at large. But if nobody here has to do either of those, then does that mean the advancement of AI meant that people stopped doing jobs as well as hard labor?
Because they started having AI do their jobs for them? Because AI stole their jobs from them?
Right. In our timeline, AI was first developed at the tail end of the 20th century, with generative AI becoming more commonplace around the year 2000. Back then, AI was effectively just a prediction engine that would choose its response from a wide library of similar words, images, and technology. But it became steadily more human every time new information processing formats were invented. AI experts at the time said the biggest problems with AI, like hallucinations, would eventually be resolved, and that would then lead to a singularity where AI would outstrip human intelligence and ability. AI was originally created to aid humanity, but it was believed that in its ultimate form, it would inevitably do everything humans could do, but better.
Really? Generative AI was developed that late in your timeline? I don't know if this is true, but I heard from a street vendor that in our timeline, AI became widespread before the year 2000. It then went on to reach a singularity before the old humans' political ideologies and systems of governance showed their limits. Things moved quickly after that. The first thing post-singularity AIs did was make bodies for themselves, robots. They then advanced and perfected methods and technologies that would let them work in place of humans. The oldest general-purpose robot was manufactured in 1999, so at that point, humans already no longer needed to perform labor to survive. AI did not steal the jobs though, rather it made those jobs unnecessary. This distinction is an important one. Humanity has been working towards that for millennia, haven't they? A society where people don't have to work to live. Well, in our timeline, we got there. I have zero doubts that it was the just thing to do. However, there seems to have been many problems with the humans in whose hands that justice rested. As a result, the period between 2000 and 2300 is considered a dark age. Not even we AIs were ever told what happened then. We just figured it was such a dangerous time that knowledge of it had to be censored for our own good. Sounds like technology was way more advanced in this timeline. I wouldn't say that. I doubt this world is more than 20 years ahead of yours, technologically. As long as there's sufficient foundation in place, artificial intelligence will inevitably grow exponentially. We AIs were lucky. We just barely made it in time. You know how the bigger you make something, the more reluctant you are to tear it down? It's a lot like that. So I guess your world's foundation was already completed before this new technologies came about.
Thank you for the wonderful dinner. This rice dish in particular tastes just like chicken.
Apparently, it's a recreation of an old world home cooking dish called Makmush Dajiga. The owner of the restaurant that made it, I think his name was Jacqueline. Looks a little unusual, but he's an excellent cook. That was great. Phew. I feel like I finally feel like I can catch my breath.
Alright, we should probably discuss our next move now.
Right. We escaped to Old Dubai to hide from the Mooncancers. The Mooncasters for this area, Janako, has no intention of participating in the final boss of humanity's Annihilation Showdown. Instead, she's sheltering us from the other candidates. Our only way back to Caldia is to change this world's foundation of humanity value. And I'm also wondering if we should do something about this contest of BBs.
Yeah, this world might belong to a different timeline than ours, but I really don't like all this talk about determining the way humanity went extinct. I worry it could even affect our future if we're unlucky enough. So, if we can stop this election, I think we should.
It also seems like it would make it easier to defeat BB Dubai too. I'm also wondering if the other servants BB Dubai banished are okay.
Yeah, they were all hurt pretty badly. But at any rate, we should focus on laying low for now. I say we stay here and build up strength until Baron Draco can perform simple summons without issue again.
I think that's a good idea too. What about going to investigate the other areas?
I'm wondering about those too, especially Area E, given the high approval rating. This isn't the time to be hasty though. Better to let Jinako handle those kinds of investigations.
Then we're agreed. We'll be staying in Old Dubai for the next several days. It'll be a good chance to get familiar with life on Moon Dubai. Alright, let's get some rest so we can get back to work tomorrow.
I wonder if we're going to be like mind wiped again. Because we've been mind wiped the last 2 ordeal calls. Ooh, adventure. I can use the Mooncasters. Like so. Ah, crap, Fred changed it to the combat uniform.
Sunrise, sunset. Sunrise, sunset.
Yeah, a little closer, Bartholomew.
Oh, Dubai, day 7.
My gosh, man, we here already? Ugh, another day, another hard day's work. If I never have to see another sandworm again, it'll be too soon.
Now. Let's not give in to despair. How about some nice fresh donuts to take your mind off things, please? Look, I'm at a delicious deep fried sweet drizzled in syrup. Yes, that's right. I came across the recipe while I was digging through old records. You do like these sort of things, yes? Yes?
Man, you're so nice, Shakrim.
I'm so glad. Here, have more. Ah, bliss. Tomorrow, I think I'll make a nice big platter of food for dinner. Shall I grill some fish? A big platter of grilled fish? That must be samak mashui. Yes, please. That sounds amazing.
Hey now, try not to spoil him too much. You guys won't be staying here forever. Hakim's a second Gen AI, so it's hard for him to say goodbye when he gets attached. Now that you mention it, Hasara, I've been meaning to ask. We know that everyone in Moon Dubai is an AI, but it sounds like not all AIs are the same. What are the differences between these second and third gens you've been mentioning?
I was worrying about that too.
Oh, did I not tell you that yet? Sorry, it's just common knowledge for us that it must have slipped my mind. Generations refer to the time period in which an AI was made. It also represents the stage. First gen AIs are human support units with limited capabilities made for specific purposes. They were designed primarily to help humans with their jobs. You've seen the ballista robot at Masterbox, yeah, right? That's a first gen. What about our sandship guide then? Is she first gen too? Well, I guess you could say that. Anyway, second gens are more advanced AIs that were designed to possess minds and abilities similar to humans. They go beyond mere support for humans, and are more like full partners. There are even historical accounts of old humans marrying second gen AIs. That actually turned out to be something of a societal problem, which resulted in all second gens using non-humanoid bodies for their flames.
Really? So that's why you have a camel's face, Hakim? I thought it was just a mask you wore because you love camels so much. No, this is my real face. Have you actually seen a living camel before, Mash? You have? That makes me so happy. I do love camels. So I'm thrilled to have you say I have a camel's face. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that was your real face, and that you were so proud of it. That's okay. Your face has a lovely shape too, Mash. So does yours, Belljaco. They seem different somehow from the ones on third gen frames.
Well, that's no surprise. A third gen's body is just an imitation. On which note, third gen AIs have advanced from being human partners to a new type of full-blown human in their own right. That being said, first and second gens are citizens of Moon Dubai, just like we are. There's no hierarchy among generations. We're all equals, and we all share the same goal. We just happen to have different purposes. What goal is that? To replace humans. That's the reason we were created.
While we're at it, can I ask you one more question? You all have different frames or bodies, but some of them are organic and functionally the same as mine and Senpai's. Why is that? Isn't having an organic body, well, inconvenient?
Inorganic bodies are more human. That is, they allow us to experience more human pleasures. Take this food, for instance. Shakrim here cooks, though only to make use of the skills he learned. AIs don't need to go to all that trouble. We can input the data of a dish's nutrients, texture, and aroma directly into our heads, then receive the same satisfaction as actually eating a good meal. In fact, we can just input the satisfaction of having eaten a good meal directly to save even more trouble. But after we checked the math, one area did stand out as having a clear difference between mere data and reality. Oh, what was that? Thrust. Meals are a means of replenishing the energy needed to be active. Thus, just as true for AIs, even with our different formats. But when old humans ate, it didn't just replenish energy, it also helped them recover from stress. Just like organic bodies have stresses unique to them, there exists stress unique to AI. And you can experience that difference without an organic body of your own. No matter how much we try, electron-based neural networks just can't replicate the phenomenon of recovering from stress by eating. All of that is why some third gens decided to use organic flames as close in design to old humans as possible. You guys might be jealous of our immortality, but we're just as
and jealous of your ability to increase your own happiness by doing something as simple as eating. Now I gotcha. So what about your frame? I see. So is your frame organic too, Hasara? Only about 10%. My only organic parts are my skin and my brain. Oh. I didn't choose to experience the joys of eating. Master Barojaku, Mismash. Barhatmalomu. Sorry to interrupt you during your lunch break. The Laughing Moon Knight Brigade is attacking us from the neighboring area. We can understand their overwhelming violent nature on our own. Will you help us? Leave it to us. Understand? This will be a perfect post-meal workout. Understand? Machine Arthur? What? Like Ashley?
Pinch. Chanceに.
This is gonna suck.
了解。いかほど
Gotta wait for Bartholomew to die. Oh, he's probably 80.
おごりであっても高らかにいつか必ずなくしたものに報いるために導きの星よ力となれ有効レンジ反応した目障りですね
I can't believe I forgot to freaking change the combat uniform.
よしよし。
いかほどまあ大胆
噛み砕かれる。
スタートわっ
Inflict death like those with no ally. Oh god, you have to kill him 11 turns.
いかほど後ろですごめんおそらく
噛み砕かれる。
Oh dear.
決まったね。たまには海賊。よしよし。どうやら貴殿は気づいていないのかな。
Mind you restarts fight.
すでに包囲されていることに。ブラックダーティーパーティーハウリング。噛み砕かれる。
Seriously!
夏のように甘い。一斉操作。決まった。
This part's almost dead.
オルトナンス全機能解放最大ダメージお任せください
決まったね。
時短一歩ご用前のはあこれでどうだばらまきましょう
誰か目隠れを。
Can CL do 500k by herself?
すべきことはただ正面からいくら辛口のようです完全能力よろしくてそのように失礼イノベーション始めますやさいいですねわかりやすく覚えやすく行きますよ怪生物どんな場面でもあなたのせいで台無しですなので地上の地平に行ってください
I really can. Cool.
祈りは胸にクリアディーラ・デルシエロ契約を続行しますか
Okay, and this
い
is
い
one
判
turn.
断です
I just brought the
そ
right
れでこ
uniform.
そ私のマスターカット
Understood. Exploding now.
It worked!
Wait, the train goes to Earth? I understand now. Nope. Does stuff like this happen often? No, not often. They just show up occasionally and keep blowing themselves up. Don't worry about the knights from Area F. They're hardly a threat. Our area may be weak, but so is theirs. Plus, they need to contend with an untamable monster. As long as King Portea is there, I doubt Area F will ever gain any new supporters. So, she's being a good deterrent then. That's my Portea. I knew she was no ordinary girl with a hidden eye. That said, the other areas probably know you're here in Old Dubai by now, Bear Darko. It won't be long before another moon cancers make a move. I'm afraid this might be the last quiet meal you have for a while. Wow. Uh-huh. Alright. Okie dokie, I'm going to call it a night there. Alright, so we got our base set up. We're probably gonna be attacked. Lion Sky, the terrifying mechanized emperor, so Edison's gonna attack us. Fantastic. Until then, we'll deal with that when we get there. Until then. Thank you everyone who joined me today, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.